Welcome to Fortune Cookies Tarot. I'm Annabelle. I'm a tarot practitioner for over 35 years and psychic. And today we are going to be talking about Elon and Trump. I know I did a video on their fallout last week, but it seems like those bridges are not burnt after all. So we're going to do one video on Elon, one on Trump, and the perspective of what's going on. Apparently, Elon has deleted all of his nasty pants texts, and he's also retweeted something of Trump. So we'll be right back. Welcome, Tarot Maniacs. So we are going to be talking about Elon Musk and Donald Trump. I'm going to keep these videos short because you're also going to get a bad boy of rock and roll tonight. We're going to be talking about Thin Linny's Phil or Linnet. I'm going to look that up before I do the video because I want to make sure I say it right. He's hot. Big fan. Nice voice. Super tall. But anyway, let's talk about Elon and Trump. So apparently Elon Musk has deleted all of the nasty tweets that he wrote about Trump when they had their falling out. And he has now retweeted in the last 21 hours. He has retweeted a Donald Trump post on X about the riots and trouble that's going on in Los Angeles right now with immigration. So is this a hopeful thing? I don't know. When I did the reading last week, I thought that this was a fake fight. Let's see if that continues into this reading. So I'm going to bring up the cards. Before I do that, hit the like button. Make sure you hit it. And just so you know, my $99 sale is going on for the rest of this week. So get your readings booked. I've got plenty of time open. I'm opening up a few more times here and there and hope to see some of you on my schedule. So here is our card view. I'm going to make that nice and big so you guys can appreciate this Rider-Waite deck that I have. This is the Radiant Rider-Waite that I've been working with all week. And also I want to thank everyone who has made purchases through my link at Otter Spirit. I got a follow-up email. They want to continue the ambassadorship through the month of June. So I made enough sales, I had enough sales that they are welcoming me back. So maybe this is going to be a beautiful relationship moving forward with Otter Spirit. So I've got my Cancer Vulnerability Pack. I've got 2 on this and 1 over here. I am going to purchase some new ones with my commission from it. I'm just going to roll that right on back into the company. But anyway, so let's take a look. Brief recap of last week. So last week, I thought that this was a fake fight. I thought they were going to push Elon back into general population and try and get the stank of working for Trump off him so that it would benefit his businesses. So let's see. Was Elon ever really against Trump, like fundamentally against Trump? Well, relationships, we can have differences, minor differences, but was he fundamentally against Trump? Was that phone slam really what we think it was? Here we go. You ready, kids? 5 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, Temperance, the Lovers in reverse, the High Priestess in reverse. Guys, I don't think so. I think we're getting the same kind of a reading here, because here the disappointment is exaggerated. Like, I can't believe you would do that, dude. This is somebody who gets mad because you spill water on their car seat, their leather car seat. And it's not acid. It's not going to burn through the leather car seat. just, oh, excuse me, wipe it up and go on with your life. Not really that big of a deal. Here, the Pentacles, they are both behind the same kind of gilded walls here. Really birds of a feather. You know, you billionaires got to stick together. Over here, suitcase position, distance between the two parties, making, and I mean two parties, Donald Trump and Elon Musk, not the political parties, but making some distance between them may make the suggestions that Elon makes regarding the economy and the way things run in our government may make it more palatable if he doesn't seem like he's in Donald Trump's back pocket and if he's like a puppet of Donald Trump or vice versa. There are a lot of people that were saying Elon Musk is running the country. Elon Musk is not running the country. The whole business about Donald Trump being in the Epstein files, would Elon really let his kid walk around with Donald Trump if that was true? Come on. Like, you know, if he had that kind of intel, would he be so free with his kin in front of this madman? So up here, High Priestess, I think Elon was very rash in the moment. Under the surface, he's kind of regained his equilibrium and his temper. And here, I think he does see that this Nine of Pentacles, birds of a feather, you need to stick together to keep the pace of the world. I think that's really what we're looking at here. What was Elon's true motivation publicly distancing himself from Trump? What was his true motivation? This can be the PR motivation, personal motivation. What was the main true motivation? He was mad at him. Nine of Wands, Seven of Swords. This is an interesting spread for my tarot fiends here. Again, those of you that are tarot fiends and novices and apprentices and journeymen and women, you guys can go on over to my Taste of Tarot playlist, and I'm dropping a lot of teaching videos in there over the next few weeks. Over the summer, you're going to get a lot of tarot teaching in there. I'm not thrilled with my digital academy, the platform that I'm using, so I think I'm just going to give it to you guys so you can go over there and study. I dropped a few videos on the major arcana. You can follow those over the next couple of weeks. They'll be dropping on Sunday. So for this, he was mad in the moment and said, I'm going to go my own way. Over here, he is realizing suitcase position. This is something that we either need to pack or unpack. Being rash in the moment, being so emotionless and rash in the moment does not serve him well. In fact, it hamstrings himself. I think there was some concern about not having any agency over the recommendations that he was making. And I think the big, beautiful bill, I haven't looked at the big, beautiful bill. I know there's a lot of opinions about it. The big, beautiful bill, I think Elon was very upset that there weren't certain things in there that he had said were at the top of his wish list. Down here, he let his emotions show. So it's kind of interesting because here he was very emotional and unplugged in a very unemotional way. So it's very interesting. You know, I'm very upset. I'm very angry. So I'm just going to unplug and not have a conversation. Oh, gosh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm so boring. I'm not going to have a conversation or anything like that. I'm just going to say, I'm out of here. I'm not doing this. I'm bugging out, man. But it only serves to hurt him in the end. So I do think that there was a seed of truth to this. Did Elon and Donald Trump coordinate this falling out behind the scenes? Did they coordinate this falling out behind the scenes? Yes. So they can come back together. Is it to protect the points of failure in the big beautiful bill, the points that they didn't meet? So I know there was one thing. One of my girlfriends was very upset that Social Security is already taxed, and so when you're taking your Social Security payments, they shouldn't tax that again. She was very upset about that. No taxes on tips, no taxes on pensions, like those kinds of things. Is this to protect the big beautiful bill, to have a close critic screaming about it, so that maybe in the future we could say, well, we're working on it some more? Because you can't do everything in one bill. Is that what that was all about? Judgment, yes. Pentacles, yes, 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 yes. So I do think that through Elon's learning process, as we go through the big beautiful bill, what we can and can't do, I think he becomes the everyman, so that the public can kind of experience it. Kind of neat. How did Elon feel about Donald Trump during the fallout? Was he really mad? Was there mutual admiration? Were they laughing behind the scenes? How did he really feel about Donald Trump? Just as he did, I'm telling you, he didn't like that something was not listened to. And so they had a fight, and then they said, why don't we make this public? Bring it out to the public stage. Let people see that we're falling apart. Let it look like, let the left be happy about it. The ladies on The View, oh no, we love Elon Musk. So next steps, no communications, and then they come back together, start anew. I'm telling you, guys, that's what I'm seeing. It's what I'm seeing. I think they're going to make up. I don't think they're going to kiss and make up, but I think they're going to make up. What was Elon's strategic goal with Twitter during his break from Trump? So we had the posts that he made about him being on the Epstein list, all that jazz. What was his strategic goal with those first really vilifying texts or tweets? His impatience, rash impatience against truth. What about the removal of those? Now, I do think that the illusion behind the removal of those inflammatory tweets was really to say, I'm not going to give this guy any more mind. I'm not going to pay him any more mind. I'm not going to give him any more of my energy. But what is the strategy behind Elon reposting Donald Trump's post? Renewed relationship. I am not going to love what he has to say. I still have my own issues with him. I have a love-hate relationship with him. I think that's what he's going to say. But he's going to say ultimately that Donald Trump, this is a new beginning for the country, and we do need to work with that. So there we go. There we go. Very interesting. What's the long-term trajectory of Elon Musk for Donald Trump and the alliance with him? What is the long-term trajectory? Tower, swords, information. So I think we're going to have some difficulties with this pair. I do think that Donald Trump looks at Elon as a tool, not in the like vernacular way, but he does look at him as a tool for government, a tool for the success of his administration. He's bringing the best minds that we know on board, Donald Trump, that is. And I think Elon is a good component as he is an information titan by owning X. And I think that Donald Trump is okay with the good and the bad going out. And I think that that's possibly why all those negative tweets were dropped. Because in the words of Darkness in the movie Legend, I am a part of you all. What good is dark without light? So I do think that I think that Elon Musk is rehumanizing Donald Trump. That's what I think. I think this is rehumanizing Donald Trump. Does Elon see Donald Trump as a liability? Does Elon see Donald Trump as a liability? No, he sees him as a partner. That was a jump out card. I'm using it. So let me know what you guys think. Drop a comment down below, and you guys let me know. What do you think? Is this bromance over? Is it a PR stunt? What do you think? I think it's a PR stunt. You don't have to say what I say. I think it's a PR stunt. I think Elon had some feelings about an issue. I think they made it up for the most part behind the scenes. And then I think they said, why don't we keep this going? Why don't we make this a thing and we'll have some fun with it? It will be able to kind of shift some perspective. Maybe we'll get some of those stragglers that are in the middle, some of those libertarians that are in the middle. We'll get them to come on over and party down with the Republican side. I'm not going to any Carrie Underwood concert. Sorry, guys. I'm not doing it. So let me know what you think down below. And we're going to talk about Donald Trump in the next one. We'll see how Donald Trump is looking at this, what his perspective is. But as always, thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And most of all, let me know what you think in the comments. You guys are the ones that make this channel. You guys are the ones that make it interesting and give it some texture and traction. So let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the future.